James, I'm sorry. I've been keeping a secret from you.
Oh no.
Yeah, my bad. A couple weeks ago, before leaving for vacation, I tried to clear out some space in my apartment. Just, there's just a bunch of clutter and stuff. And I
Mm-hmm.
decided to sell my PS4.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, it was really just collecting dust. So I took it down to, I'll shout out the spot, Classic Game Junkie in Glenside, PA.
Yeah.
I wasn't really expecting to get much money from it or like store credit or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but they said they would match GameStop and give me a cool $80 to spend at the store.
Whoa.
Yeah. What would you buy with that $80?
If I had $80, I would probably get a $70 game, or I would try and buy games for the Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah. So that was my initial impression, right? I went straight to the DS section. I saw some cool like Mario games in Japanese that I didn't know what they were. I thought that would be cool. Thought I'd maybe buy a new game, like just a $70 like Sonic
Yeah, a big
Frontiers
one.
maybe.
Ugh. Okay.
Because when you have like that kind of, it doesn't feel like your money. It feels like you have to spend it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a looser grip on that kind of money.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna send you a Discord image of what I saw. So can you describe
No.
to the listener what you see here?
I see a basketball.
You see the basketball?
So this here looks like the underside of a slime, specifically a slime from Dragon Quest. Now, it's got buttons, and it looks ergonomic as hell.
Yeah, and
Please tell me.
like I said, $80 to spend. I don't know if you can see the price tag on that bad
Ooh.
boy.
Let me open the original, see if I can zoom in. No!
How much was it, James?
$74.99.
Yeah, I got me a slime controller.
My God.
Okay, so a little caveat here.
Okay.
It's a PS2 controller. I do not own a PS2.
Okay, sure.
I figure maybe I could get some kind of converter that turns it into a USB, John.
Yeah, to at least use on a PC or play some emulators. Like Dragon Quest 8, that's on PlayStation 2.
I looked it up. I think this thing came out with the release of Dragon Quest 5. Thought maybe I'd play that on my computer.
We have to research this now because I want to use it. Now, have you held it? How's it feel in your hands?
James, I'm holding it right now. It feels
I've been
great.
holding it this entire call.
Yeah, I haven't let go of it. No, I mean, even the guy at Game Junkie was like, "Yeah, congrats on owning the most ergonomic controller ever made."
Dude, PS2 to USB, it's like $8.
Yeah, no, it's on the way actually.
What? This story has been unveiling itself in such a you've been giving me the little like narrative breadcrumbs at such a generous pace.
Yeah, I didn't know if I went too hard on it, but the hardest part was keeping this from you for
How
like
could you keep this from me?
for 3 weeks.
We did an episode just dreaming about this controller.
Yeah, yep. And
What'd you spend the last $5 on?
oh, I just told them to keep it. He was like, "Oh, you got $5 to spend." I was like, "What am I gonna, what am I gonna do with this?"
Yeah, what does that get me at a classic game store?
I literally have everything I've ever wanted. What could I do with $5?
I'm so jealous of this controller.
Yeah, I'll bring it over next time we hang out.
The fact that it's also like a shelf piece.
Yeah, it was behind the glass. The ironic thing is I got rid of the PS4 to get rid of some clutter in my apartment. Mm-hmm. And I arguably got the most like cluttery item. Like it's just gonna sit on a shelf, but I love it.
Yeah, I mean the fact that you can flip it and it just looks like a nice slime on. So this thing is also on a stand for our listeners with a silver plaque that says Dragon Quest on it. It looks like a
Yeah.
good statue, but the fact that it's functional makes it infinitely better than any item you could buy for your shelf.
Yeah, it's like if an amiibo did anything.
Yeah, except for nope. The only fun thing amiibos have ever done is Smash Bros. Oh Jesus, did we call it Cockfighting? Is that the term for it? Where you think
That's, yeah.
Ugh. So, did you bring this to Spain with you?
Absolutely not.
Wow. Are you able to disclose your adventures in Spain? I know it was you were kind of like on an industry job.
Oh, you mean like doing some research before Pokemon came out?
Yeah, you were trying to get like a like for like, and you were grading them based on how much the world of this new Pokemon region is like actual Spain.
Yeah. Well, we went to Valencia, and there's a town in Pokemon Scarlet Violet named Lavencia.
Whoa.
So I think that'll tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah, do you think that was intentional?
Yeah, just maybe. Just maybe, yeah. Yeah. Have you been playing Pokemon Scarlet Violet?
No.
No.
I
I don't blame you.
My finger has been on the trigger of my credit card since that game came out.
Yeah.
And I want the game so bad, but I think I mentioned this before, but my brother did let me use his Switch and run around the open world. He has Violet, so typically I always get the opposite of him. So I would but I also wanted to get the opposite of you. That does put me in a tricky situation. But
You're gonna
anywho,
choose.
who am I gonna? Who do I want Pokemon from? It's more likely I would trade with you because I I have court mandated podcast segments with you every week. But just running around that open world, I'm hoping this recent whatever Nintendo put out, I'm hoping the patches address that because it run bad.
It does run bad. There's no denying it.
And I will play a lot of things that I don't really care about the frames per seconds, the iframes. I don't really catch those things.
Yeah.
Usually if a game fun, I'm more than happy. But it was like offensive
Yeah, no, it does not play well.
for one of my favorite franchises.
Yeah, it's so hard staring down the barrel of a new Pokemon game. And it's not gonna hit exactly the way you want. Mm-hmm. I will, however, just play every single one.
Yeah,
without thinking about it.
I'm going to buy it. I think this year, but I almost want it. I kind of want to put it off just a little longer, so it's not even in my consideration for GOTY. That's going to be my punishment to the Pokemon Company.
Yeah,
and I think it might. That's probably going to take a hit on their numbers.
Yeah, that'll teach them.
Not making it on my GOTY list because I didn't play it. This could do long-term damage, but I think they need to learn.
Their loss.
Yeah. Hey, I'll wait for the next one. But no, I'm going to wait till January 1st. And then so January 1st, I will play Pokemon because the world looks incredible. Actually, my favorite thing right now is that I have not seen any of the evolutions.
Of the starters?
Yeah. I don't know what they turn into.
I'll say this. I don't love any of them.
Ooh, you know what? Actually, all right, so there are 3 final forms. I'm going to guess which one turns into a Digimon.
Okay, let me think about all of them. Sorry, all of them do.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no.
You could slap jean shorts on any of them? They're all wearing Jinko jeans?
One of them isn't bipedal, if that helps.
Okay, so one of them's on all 4s, but yeah, there's a couple Digimon like that. I was thinking the cat would be the most like a Digimon.
I think that's the one I think is maybe the strongest design.
Whoa. No.
Yeah.
So they beefed the fire again?
I'm saying too much.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to get this game. I'm going to get this game. I'm very excited for it.
Here's the fun that I had. So I went in without knowing the starter final evolutions either. And once my starter, Fuecoco, evolved into the final evolution, I was kind of like, oh, okay, cool. into the box, and I found like other dudes that I liked better.
I've never been able to do that.
Yeah, it's like a hard thing to do. I feel like I've played every other Pokemon game that way. Just like, oh yeah, my first guy has to be on my Elite Four team or whatever. Not the case.
Which is weird given like growing up with Pokemon. Ash kind of got one that wasn't in the original 3 starters to pick from. So you'd think I'd be more willing to do that. Like find a weird guy out in the wild and be like, no, you're my main Pokemon. I kind of always just power level the starter and steamroll the rest of the game.
Yeah, but isn't it more fun to like really find the guy that you like best?
Is Gengar in the game?
Gengar's in the game, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe they got a new guy. Are there any like really strong designs that have maybe taken the place of other favorites? Like anyone from this game make it into your top 5 Pokemon designs of all time?
Yes, but they have been in previous Pokemon games.
No new guys?
I mean, no, there's some cool guys. There's definitely some cool guys.
But no top 5ers.
No top 5ers. I just I feel like a top 5er made it into my team. This is the generation I realized that I loved Appleton.
Okay, I mean that is one I've seen. You've sent the image out, but that does not look like a strong Pokemon, but it looks like a tasty Pokemon. Actually, a lot of them are food, aren't they?
I'm glad you said that, James. Because here's what I did this generation. I put together a team entirely based around food and how Pokemon are eaten for the Elite Four. Do you want to hear my team?
Yeah, please hit me with it.
Okay. So my de facto starter became Appleton. He's like my number 1 guy. Grass Dragon type. He's a little apple pie, and he's slow but tanky.
His name is Appleton? Is that the...
Apple, like how you would spell it in English, Tun. Appleton.
Sounds like a little fancy lad.
Isn't it sweet?
Sir Appleton.
He's my favorite. He's my go-to guy. Poltegeist. Do you know Poltegeist?
That's the little teacup, right?
Yeah, it's the ghost in the teacup.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
There's apparently like a 1 in 100 chance that... So there's 2 forms of Poltegeist, and there's no difference between them. But there's the authentic one, and there's like a knockoff brand. Like 99% of Poltegeist are knockoff.
What?
Yeah. Apparently, like at the bottom of the model, it'll have like a little sticker that shows that it's like an authentic, antique Poltegeist.
Ew, so the sticker's flesh?
I guess so. Or maybe it's like a birthmark.
Nasty.
Anyway, I got an authentic Poltegeist on my team.
Okay.
I put Oinkoloin on my team, the evolved form of Lechonk.
Ooh, that's the fantastic pig everyone was into.
Yeah, he's a little pig guy.
Is that form still cute?
I kind of like the final evolution.
Okay.
Something I did learn in Spain is that they do eat a ton of ham and pork. So Oinkoloin had to make it on the team. Toad Scroll. So Toad Scroll is a version of Tentacruel.
Whoa.
In this game, that's a mushroom.
I would have not guessed that. I love it.
And it walks on land, and I'm excited for you to learn more about that.
Oh, I don't want to know how it moves.
Picture a Tentacruel walking on land. It's exactly that.
I'm picturing the monster from Nope.
Yeah, totally. So I have Doxbun, which is the evolved form of the Dough Dog guy. What's his name?
The Dough Dog?
You remember Fido?
Oh, yeah. The delicious little
Fido.
puppy. Yeah, I remember Fido.
Yeah. And then I put a Slowbro on my team as
Classic.
like a shout out to Gen 2 like slowpoke tail eating.
Yeah. That's just
which
part
was like a horrific thing in that game. Oh no, you eat slowpoke tails?
Like, and they're very expensive. I guess it was like a equivalent to shark fin soup, but of the Pokemon world.
Maybe it was just like taboo to eat it.
Yeah.
But they would like cut into an apple tin, no problem.
Oh.
Anyway, that's my squad of 6, my vegan team. And shout out to those that didn't make the squad. There's Arbolivia, Scovillain, Tatsugiri, Narganical, which is like a Minecraft reference.
What? You're making... I mean, I guess all Pokemon names are made up. All words are made up, actually.
That's true. Did you know that there's no original words?
Oh, we could probably make one.
I feel like if we just say a new word, it'll just be a Pokemon already. Like I almost just said cloth.
That's the big crab, right?
Yeah, which you can buy cloth crab sticks in this game.
No.
Like yeah, like the stuff that comes in sushi.
So is this the game that finally addresses the fact that people do eat Pokemon?
Yep. Mm-hmm. The Toad Scroll, and you know everyone loves the Pokedex entries.
Mm-hmm. Always horrifying.
Can I read the Toad Scroll one?
Yes, please.
It coils its 10 tentacles around its prey and sucks out their nutrients. 10 tentacles, causing the prey pain. The folds along the rim of its head are a popular delicacy.
Oh, so it's like an be-eaten world.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Appleton says that he eats little bug Pokemon, which is kind of cute, but also terrifying.
Is that bug Pokemon in the game?
It doesn't say specifically. It says it eats small bug Pokemon.
Just in general, it's slurping down Caterpies.
Yeah. So needless to say, I had a lot of fun with this thing, even though it ran terribly.
Yeah, I think that's something where they'll do something to make it work a little better, I guess. But overall, I think besides that, there's nothing really like bad to say about the game, right?
No, I mean,
it's
the
Pokemon.
Worst thing, the worst thing I could say about this game is that it's Pokemon, which I mean like, story's not like anything to write home about.
Mm-hmm. It's no X or Y.
It's like I think it's difficult in areas, which is a good surprise. Like I had to strategize for several gyms and the Elite Four and stuff.
Now, how does that work with the scaling? Like, does the game kind of scale around what level your team is with the whole like open world stuff?
That's what you would hope would happen, right? Like the crystal clear method.
Yeah. It doesn't?
No, I mean certain areas are stronger than others. You could go to those areas whenever you want and like get your ass handed to you by a level 54 Tauros.
But if you by chance capture a level 54 Tauros, will it fight for you?
No, I mean it'll ignore you.
Oh God.
Yeah, until you get certain gym badges.
No, I can't say anything mean. The only thing I will say about it is that I've played it. It doesn't run to my liking, but
yeah,
I won't dunk on other aspects of Pokemon.
Yeah.
At this point, you should know what you're kind of getting. Obviously, I hope they eventually make something ground-breaking or game-changing for the franchise.
Yeah.
I don't know if this one's it. I think Arceus might be closer.
Yeah, but maybe like Arceus kind of allowed this one to happen.
I think it kicked open the door. Outside of remakes, I can't see them going back to like the 8-badge straight line format. How would they even do that in this economy?
Yeah, I don't know if that's the play either. I did enjoy collecting 8 badges. Like, that's what I actually liked most about Sword and Shield. Is that like it didn't become like a doomsday story until the very end. Otherwise, it was sort of just like, yeah, you go to these soccer stadiums and you compete, and that's all I really want.
My favorite.
I'm also, yeah.
Oh, sorry, but my favorite bit with Sword and Shield is there's always like a GIF I go back to, and it's someone trying to sleep that lives next to a stadium. And like the Pikachu just busts through the ceiling of the stadium and everyone's doing that chant. And the guy just wants to sleep.
Yeah. I imagine it's tough living in the world of Pokemon.
Yeah. Oh. So I actually did like Sword and Shield. The only thing that kind of fell apart there is that I wish we got to see all the Pokemon Dynamaxing. They were sort of just like Pokemon are rampaging through the worlds. Like, could you imagine seeing like the I don't know where you are on Attack on Titan, but the rumbling consists of all the Colossal Titans just marching over the earth. That's kind of what Pokemon was doing. and you didn't get to see that.
Can we use Shadow of the Colossus as a parallel?
Okay, yeah, picture the biggest boss in Shadow of the Colossus times 1,000 all marching together to trample your town.
Okay.
But that's what they said was happening. Like, that's what that guy was trying to bring on. He wanted all the Pokemon to go big, and then they were just walking around crushing everything. I'm sad we didn't get a cutscene showing them doing that.
So I have good news, James. There's very big Pokemon in this game.
Oh, fantastic.
So there's like the 3 paths, right? There's like the Elite Four path. There's like the Team Rocket equivalent path. And there's this guy named Arvon who, if you go his route, you see these like colossal Pokemon. They're not probably as big as you're imagining.
Dude, my brain went to the moon.
No.
Like, huge Pokemon.
They're like maybe like the size of like a little cliff.
A little cliff. Bigger than my house? Like, taller?
Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, like the size of your house. Maybe a little bit bigger.
The way you paused there, it sounded like you, like, stood up to look at my house. Are you in my backyard? Are you out there?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Sounded like you just double checked. Like, no, they're not as big.
Dude, I'm not. I'm not in your backyard. Stop.
Hello? Oh, wow.
Anyway, that's Pokemon.
You've definitely made me more excited for it. But I did in turn buy a different game. I've actually bought 2 different games.
Yeah? Which one did you buy instead?
Oh, I'm like, before we do that, do we have to talk about Dragon Quest again? No, we'll do our Dragon Quest check-in a little later.
Yeah, I'd love to do a Dragon Quest check-in.
Yeah, that's the new segment. Instead of the forecast, we do Dragon Quest. Yeah, so I bought Marvel's Midnight Suns.
Okay.
And all the reviews and articles I've seen for it have just been, like, absolute trigger words for me. Like, one article title I think was maybe from GameSpot, but they said, after 80 hours with Marvel Midnight Suns, I finally understand Persona fans. I'm like,
oh jeez.
I'm like, okay.
Okay.
And another one was, oh boy, this might have been the Polygon article, and it's like, Marvel Midnight Sun is more Fire Emblem than it is XCOM. And I was like, oh.
They should have done that headline. Marvel Midnight Suns is more Fire Emblem than XCOM, comma James.
Yeah. Hey James, you're gonna love this.
Yeah.
And it's actually been fun. So we were playing it this morning, Natalie and I. So she was playing this old game Gladius on Xbox One. It was a GameCube game she had, but it is like a grid-based kind of Coliseum, like you're trying to be gladiators, but it's like grid-based or whatever. And I'm like, Natalie, if these are the games you were looking for, I only play these tactical like board games, and
Yeah.
so we picked up Midnight Suns, and I've been watching her play that. But yeah, the main thing is you have your Marvel heroes, and you move them around the board, and all your attacks are based on, like, you know, a deck of cards in your hand. So instead of like picking a weapon like in Fire Emblem to attack, you just pick a card, and you're, you know, moving around the board and stuff. But that stuff, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The meat and potatoes is that outside of the battles, all your time is spent in this place called the Abbey, which, brother, that's Garreg Mach.
Okay, I was wondering where the Persona tie-in would be.
Yeah, I just had to quickly explain that there is, you know, combat to this game. But yeah, so you're hanging out in the Abbey, and you can do all these crazy things where, like, you know, Blade, Blade the guy, you can just like do yoga with Blade. You can work with the other guys to like plan a birthday party for Spiderman. And you're like raising a relationship level with all these heroes while spending time in the academy or the Abbey, doing just odd jobs, hanging out, and like giving gifts to each other. It's exactly like Garreg Mach.
Yeah, that sounds a little on the nose. Now, do you play as like your own superhero?
Yeah. So you like right after this, the tutorial missions and stuff, you get to the Abbey, and there's a big coffin there. And they're like, all right, Lilith has returned from hell. We need to wake up the hunter. And, they open the coffin, and that's now your character. So you design them, and you create this custom character named the hunter. And that's who's doing all these friendly activities with everyone.
And do you get to pick like, is there like a skill tree? Like, how would you define your superhero, your custom guy?
Yeah, that part I don't know yet. From what I understand so far is that you are unlocking like more powerful cards, and sort of like one before combat you do have to like assign your teammates and stuff. So you pick your team, you want to pick the right people for that, but you're also going to put together a deck of cards to like build out all your attacks for everyone. So I think as you're going down, you unlock more cards, and you can just sort of build your character how you want based on whatever cards you put in their deck.
So this is like the second Marvel card game that came out in the last month?
Yeah, the cards, that's really just like a style to pick your attack.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, like instead of equipping a move, it's like, oh, here's a card. So they're using the lingo, but it's sort of just like equipment slots.
Right. It's just like a method to accomplish that.
Yeah, and it's such like the premise of it so far is just such like a cornball story. Like Hydra has actually resurrected the devil Lilith, and you need to send her back to hell.
Nice.
While hanging out with Johnny Blaze, getting a gift for Ghost Rider.
So are there some are there like obscure Marvel characters, like stuff you'd only see in the comics?
Yeah, and I think Midnight Suns it's probably based on some comic, I don't know, like, but everyone has like these cool sort of like Demon Slayer outfits almost. But yeah, there's a lot of obscure heroes who I don't really like, the fact that I don't recognize their name. So there's a lot of those people. They're just like oddballs.
Something I'm kind of like, I mean, what I noticed in Marvel Snap is that like it doesn't tie like into MCU stuff. Like the illustrations of a lot of the characters don't like resemble Chris Evans or whatever.
Yeah, nothing.
They're a little
like
more obscure.
Yeah, and they have a bunch of weird characters. Again, just having like Wolverine hanging out with the Ghost Rider, that's not like MCU stuff. And Ghost Rider doesn't look like Nicolas Cage. So,
unfortunately, actually, that's the only one.
That's the only one where I'm like, God dang it. Yeah, everyone's the only one I will knock it for, and I think every franchise is probably going to have this problem going forward, is that Iron Man, they still sort of, maybe it's because Robert Downey Jr. did a really incredible job playing Iron Man, that it almost seems like anyone playing Iron Man from this point on is trying to capture that same kind of stink.
Is Iron Man like usually like a shithead?
Yeah, he is just kind of like he's the billionaire playboy guy.
Yeah.
And they're like, Tony, what are you without the suit? And he's like, I'm rich.
Oh, geez.
That's like his whole character. But it is cool when they introduce a hero too. Like, it does almost a Borderlands style freeze frame. It's like Iron Man's on the screen, and it's like Iron Man, supposedly famous, like, and like a little dig at the character every time.
Yeah, that stuff's always fun. They always do that in like Smash too.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, Byleth complains into battle. I forget what that joke is. So I'm kind of I'm very excited about this game. Again, it's like it's an untapped market. Like, nobody's doing what Persona and Fire Emblem are doing except for Persona and Fire Emblem.
Yeah. Sometimes it's fun to just hang out.
Yeah, not enough games let me hang out with the cast.
Yeah. You want to maybe take a quick break?
Yeah, let's take a quick break. I think the boy's kind of stirring anyways.
Yeah.
And I need water.
Calm the boy down. Yeah. Sweet. BRB.
Cool. This month is going to be bad, though.
Is it December?
Hey, we're back though, right? Is this?
Hey, we're
I
back.
think. I think the price of the game led into content, and if our conversations aren't recorded,
They didn't happen.
yeah, or you have to pay me.
Yeah. Time is money, baby.
Time is money, friend. Oh boy, that's a wow quote. I'm gonna talk about that in a little bit.
Uh,
Oh shoot, we were talking about buying games. Oh, so this month, one Marvel's Midnight Suns that just came out.
yeah.
Dragon Quest Treasures.
Ooh, is that the one that's kind of like Pokemon?
Yeah, it's like Pokemon where you're playing as young Eric and his sister.
Young Eric?
Young Eric.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. And I think that one might be next week, like the 9th or something. I'm just making up days. Doesn't matter. And then on the following week, the Crisis Core remake comes out on PlayStation.
Okay.
Oh, actually, that one might be on like everything. That is now 3 full-priced games.
Yeah.
So we'll see. One of them might have to get the boot for a little bit, and it's not going to be Crisis Core.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize December was so stacked.
We haven't had a normal episode in a little bit, so I think it's cool that we can just Google games in the background.
Yeah.
I'm kind of blanking on what Dragon Quest Treasures was like. Oh, that looks cute. I got a picture of Eric riding on a big ogre.
Yeah, maybe I'll get Dragon Quest Treasures.
Oh, this looks like a fun game.
Yeah, I've kind of been on a Dragon Quest kick. I mean, as you could tell.
Let's run into our Dragon Quest check-in.
Yeah, you want to check in real quick?
Yeah. So currently, I'm in a town called Phenomenon.
Okay, I am not there yet.
Okay, so I'm getting the final of the 6 orbs.
Oh, okay, you are much further than me.
How many you got?
Well, okay, so I'm in is it called like Honolulu?
Is that the so you're like doing the mermaid stuff?
Yeah, I have to kill a big squid, but it keeps kicking my ass. So now I'm like grinding.
No, you don't gotta.
What?
Yeah, there's something this game doesn't tell you.
Is it the cannon?
Oh yeah, did you get the cannon?
Yeah, it still kicks my ass.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Here's the thing, like they gave me what is it, Jade and who's my Scottish grandpa?
Rab.
Rab. And they were like so over leveled. All of my guys were a lot weaker. So now I'm like farming metal slimes. Did you have to do that?
I did not, but I usually kill everything I run into.
Okay.
So like my whole team is the same level.
Okay, that's cool. Who's your go-to squad? Since we're since we have all the characters now.
Yeah. We also there's one more character, but
Oh.
so right now I'm running the hero, Jade, and the 2 sisters.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so I have a hard time because I'll swap out Jade for Eric sometimes because I have him spec'd into the daggers. Like, so he's dual wielding daggers, and he can almost always put enemies to sleep.
Yeah.
And that's like such a valuable thing, but his damage isn't as high as where Jade is hitting like a dump truck because I got her this trident from doing a side quest in the mermaid town.
Okay. I'm taking notes.
Yeah. The trident comes after the squid, unfortunately.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah.
But if you don't already, make sure you spec Eric into the sleepy daggers.
Okay.
And that's pretty helpful on the squid, especially if you have the cannon.
Okay, cool. I usually don't run Eric, but maybe I can respec.
Yeah. Get Eric in there. And I think I still did that fight with like the AI kind of doing a lot of my stuff.
Damn.
Where like I set them to focus on healing.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, the monsters in the ocean are pretty high powered too. Though, where are you finding metal slimes?
Yeah, so I Googled how to like level up quick. There's an island, like as east as you can go, there's an island colloquially called Slime Island because there's only slimes on it.
Whoa, I wonder what's there.
Yeah.
Oh, you just answered and
Yeah.
said the name of the island.
So you go there and you fight like heel slimes, and there's like some like grass guys there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a small chance that a squad of metal slimes will show up, but they're such a pain to kill and they usually run away.
Yeah, so I think that's where Eric would come in again with sleep.
Or he has like a boomerang, like a metal cutting boomerang.
You have him in the boomerang spec?
Well, I do for this instance because it does
Okay.
like a bunch of damage to them. They usually take like 3 or 4 hits to kill. But it's like an AoE thing that hits all the slimes, and yeah, it's good for the farming.
Damn. So what level are your people now?
I don't know, late 20s maybe.
Late 20s. I don't know. That squid should be easy.
Yeah, and I haven't gone back and tried after leveling up like 8 levels or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can probably do the squid.
Yeah.
And maybe buy some weapons too?
Yeah.
Maybe like go gambling a little bit,
Yeah. I gotta gamble.
play the slots and just just save before it and don't like go all in and
Really?
and yeah, so just make a save before you gamble.
Yeah.
Go all in.
Yeah.
If you win, back out, save again. And then do it again. Go all in. If you fail, just restart the game.
I've actually made a ton of money since starting to farm. So
Oh yeah, metal slimes are worth a lot of cash too, right?
something like that. And I'm killing everything I come across anyway. So
I might go farming too. I found I'm always like strapped for cash.
yeah.
Like things are a little expensive in this game.
Slime Island. Check it out.
Damn. Brought to you by Slime Island.
Brought to you by Slime Island.
So after, because you get an orb for that place, which I think brings you up to 4 somehow.
Okay.
Oh, because yeah, Eric's got an orb.
Yep.
He had like the red one. I think the guy from the Scorpion, that like wimpy king who claimed he killed the Scorpion,
Yes.
didn't I think he gave you one maybe?
Maybe. I don't know.
Dude, I don't know how I only have 1 left. I'm like, when did I get these other orbs?
That's cool though. So it's not like a slog to find all these other orbs.
No, and it's pretty cool actually. The once you finish the Little Mermaid quest line here, that was not a Little Mermaid reference, by the way. I just said Little Mermaid. From Disney. I didn't mean to have to pay Disney money.
Yeah, but now you do.
Now I have to. Damn it.
And
So-
you've already said Little Mermaid, and I just said it, so that's extra money.
Now you owe Disney money.
Yeah.
So once you finish the Big Mermaid quest, you go to their kind of like area. You know, you meet some more of them, and they give you a general idea, like, "Hey, the orbs are in this area." And honestly, the last 2 are on the same island, just at like different points. One's in
Cool.
a village at the bottom of the island, and the other one is at the top. And it doesn't take long. You can get them within like an hour or 2 of each other.
Got it. Okay. That's good to know. Because when I learned that information, it was like, oh, now we collect 7 orbs or whatever. I was like, oh no, this can.
It's daunting, but the game, and there's actually a cool there's like an academy you can kind of mess around with between that too. So there's
Tight.
like a fun zone you'll go to, and it's pretty open ended. It's just like, hey, go get the orbs at your own time, and then the story will continue.
Okay, cool. I think it's time for me to progress the quest then after farming for so long.
Yeah, kill that squid and things go fast.
Cool.
So that's our Dragon Quest check-in.
Wait,
Now, do you have more?
yeah, I have a little bit more.
Oh my
If,
god, please.
Are you interested in playing a game with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember we played 2 Truths and a Lie for our Castlevania?
I did. I was terrible at it.
Yeah. Do you want to play it again?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to redeem myself.
So I have the names of monsters in Dragon Quest. But one of them is something that I made up. Only 2 of them are real.
Okay, the odds seem good here.
Yeah. So we'll start with round 1. Boko Baba, Stump Grump, or Rongo Bongo. Which one
Okay.
is not a Dragon Quest monster?
Dunk Grump.
Stump Grump?
Stump Grump?
That's your final answer?
Oh, Stump Grump. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Stump Grump.
Stump Grump is a Dragon Quest monster.
Oh,
The fake in here was Boko Baba, which is an enemy in The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
oh, okay. Because that one, it just registered as a real monster name. I was like, I know that one, so I
'Cause
just
it is.
assumed it was in Dragon Quest.
Yeah, just the wrong game.
Damn it!
Round 2. Crabber Dabber Doo. Buster
Stop
Cobbler. Buster Cobbler or Very Devil.
I'm sorry. I just
Do-
want
do
to.
you
I'm
want-
gonna. Yeah, can you read them again,
Do you want me to read them again?
please?
Crabber Dabber Doo. Buster Cobbler. or Very Devil.
All right, is it Crabber Dabber Doo?
Crabber Dabber Doo is a monster in Dragon Quest.
No fucking way. That's fantastic. Let me. All right, I know the odds are better now.
Yeah, one more shot.
Is it Buster Cobbler?
Yeah. That's Dave and Buster's Peach Cobbler on their menu.
Holy fuck.
Okay.
Um.
Final
yikes.
round.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Suge Knight, Ham Shamwich, or
I know who Suge Knight is.
Okay, so you got this one. Well, do you want to hear the third one anyway?
Yes, actually.
It's Soot Bonds.
Oh yeah, I mean I know the answer to this one, but what is a soot bond? Is that a tree?
I don't know. I'm gonna Google it real quick. Cause Soot Bonds.
This is like when I ran into a Zoomini after we were already like hyping up the Cruelcumber.
Yeah.
There's like variants to a lot of monsters, kind of like the Beware Wolf and the Scare Wolf.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which those are just different colors.
Yeah. So your final answer is Suge Knight?
Yeah, it's Suge Knight. That's not a Dragon Quest.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was possible, but yeah. So 1 out of 3. Oh wait,
Terrible.
We have one more.
Oh, thank goodness.
I don't know if you remember the way we played this last time, but now we're gonna find out which one of these 3 is incorrect. Is Boko Baba an enemy in Wind Waker? Is Buster Cobbler Dave and Buster's Peach Cobbler? Or is Suge Knight the CEO of Death Row Records? Which one of them is false?
Which one of them is false? I want to say you said the Boku Babu. I want to say the first time you said that, you mentioned it was in Skyward Sword. Did you just pull a fast one on me, but also reveal the right answer?
I'm pretty sure I said Wind Waker.
Oh shoot! So is that real?
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
That is real. Dave and Buster does not have a menu on their item called Buster Cobbler.
That's insane. How do they not have a Buster Cobbler?
That's what I'm saying.
I can't believe you were able to tell me with a straight face that they had something on their menu called a Buster Cobbler when I got that answer wrong.
I'm pretty sure I was dying from laughing, but
Well, because there was a Crabber Dabber Doo.
yeah.
My logic there was that if 4 of those were on the screen at the same time, the text would just break the game.
Probably.
But apparently not.
Do you have like a favorite? Very Devil, I think, is pretty funny.
That's amazing. I love that name.
Yeah. Ham Shamwich. It's good. I can't wait to meet these guys because I haven't
Yeah.
yet.
All the monsters are just so wonderful. Like there's so much character in all the monster designs in these games.
Yeah.
It sucks that an octopus has sort of become a roadblock for you.
It's temporary.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff out there, and there's a lot of different things you can ride on too. Like a lot of monsters like that.
Yeah.
I actually have I took some screenshots I'll send over your way.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be episode art worthy, but we did talk about Dragon Quest.
Yeah. Hit me with those screenshots.
They're on my. I'm gonna have to do the whole Switch thing.
Yeah, with the QR codes.
Yeah, so those will be later. But there was a cool thing I was riding on. There's these big metal slimes that a knight sits on top of. I don't know if you've seen these before.
They're metal?
They're like huge metal slimes.
Okay. I have ridden on like a green slime with like a little knight guy hanging on for dear life as I'm just like bouncing around the overworld.
Okay, there's metal versions of those. And
Tight.
yeah, I took some screenshots with that little guy just like hanging on there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Dang.
that's I love that feature. There's other monsters that do like different things, like some climb, some jump really high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Not gonna lie, I kind of just want to like hang up and play Dragon Quest. Have you played anything? Oh wait,
Yeah, so this might be. I'll give a quick rundown because it's probably going to be a bigger episode at some point. But speaking of dragons,
yeah,
it is insane that I have played anything else. I cannot even tell you how much time I've put into World of Warcraft over the past almost week since the expansion has dropped.
You know what's kind of funny? Being your friend for like probably decades at this point, I usually have a feeling whenever that you're playing World of Warcraft.
I become a different person.
I'm just like, oh, James seems like slightly distant.
I've been so quiet this week.
Yeah. So it's good. You've been playing? Wait, so new expansion dropped.
Yeah, new expansion dropped, and it's incredible. So the expansion's called Dragonflight, and essentially what has happened after thousands and thousands of years, the ancient lands where all the dragons have come from, it has apparently been in a stasis this whole time. Very convenient for developers. So you're now helping the 5 leaders of the different dragon colors. There's 5 dragonflights. You got emerald dragons. You got ruby dragons, azure, which is like a blue.
Yeah.
You got black dragons, and then you got bronze. But you're helping all the leaders of that kind of take back their homeland areas and restore peace to the Dragon Isles. But doesn't matter. So they added dragon riding to the game, which is like it's almost like a gliding mechanic, but through questing, you are gifted a dragon.
Yeah.
And, you could always fly dragons in WoW, but it was like boring. It was just like you could fly up and down and fly over cities or whatever. These ones are all based around getting momentum. So you can basically just take off the ground on your dragon, fly high up, and try and clear like the whole world just by doing like dips and dives to get more momentum.
Yeah, that sounds like a good game feel.
Yeah, it feels incredible. It's how you would want, like, it's basically how I wanted the dragons to work for all time. And the game incentivizes it too. Like on top of huge mountains, you'll see little gold icons, which are these glyphs you can collect. And if you collect more of them, you get skill points to make your dragon even faster. Get more like, I don't know, energy to stay airborne longer, do like stunts to go fast. And then there's also races all over the world too, where you get into like these dragon races and try and get the high score, like I don't know, best time trial or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if like they implemented the Dragonflight mechanic into the gameplay, like more than just a traversal method.
Yeah, it's everything. And there's actually it's like WoW has dungeons. You can like queue up to them or get a group together of 5 people. You have your tank, healer, and 3 damage characters, like Overwatch. But one of the dungeons, we got in there and we're all just like, what the hell is this place? It was a giant open plains, and there's like tornadoes circling all the fields, and you see the bosses are miles apart. So this whole dungeon is basically inviting everyone to hop on their dragons, fly into these tornadoes to get mad height, and then go boss to boss in whatever order you want, just fucking clearing these plains on your dragons.
Yeah.
It's like flying through the skies with 5 internet friends fantastic.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah, and like for the first time since a couple of expansions now, like I've joined a new guild and like they're really active. So I'm playing with like some internet friends. And I've already gotten my character to the max level in the new expansion.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done all the questing, and now I'm just trying to unlock more campaign, make my dragon faster. Then at that point I'll be pushing all the big bosses and stuff. But my 1 week review of Dragonflight is that it's very, very good.
Do you get to name your dragon?
No, it's like mentally.
Can you pet?
But
Can you pet the dragon?
no, you can't pet the dragon either.
Come on.
But through doing like quests or finding like chests all over the world, or like killing bosses and stuff, they'll drop random like pieces, and there's like 4 different dragon models. You got like, I don't know, you got like drakes, wyverns, big nasty ones with little arms, and then you got your casual 4-legged 2-winged dragon.
Yeah.
And then customization pieces will drop where you can change like their teeth, their tail, their wings, their color.
Nice.
The saddle you ride on. So you can you can make it your own Drake, so everyone can have their own custom one.
Yeah.
But you just can't name it.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah, mentally I would probably name it like Kevin or something.
Oh, I love that. Like
yeah. Or like David.
Yeah. That's definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
Man.
God, but I haven't felt like back into WoW for quite a few years now. Like I think the past 2 expansions I've just like dipped my toes in to play through the stories and stuff, just to like, all right, yeah, plot's still going on, and then I wouldn't bother with all the end game stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, like, I'm already pushing that end game and having a fantastic time.
Nice. This is probably unrelated, but like a brief side note.
Sure.
I think so I haven't played a lot of MMOs, if any, I think.
Yeah.
But the way you're describing it, made me remember playing Borderlands with everyone.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about trying to get into Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Is that what that's called?
Okay, that's like it's like Tiny Tina's running everyone through her own Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Yeah.
They call it something else. So I guess a lot of enjoyment right now is also coming from the community I found in the game as well. You know, like helping other people do things, and I think we can probably find a lot of that in Borderlands too. Like if we had a squad running through that.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Yeah, I wonder, like, should we try to get like 2 other friends to just like get into Borderlands or maybe this Tiny Tina's game?
Yeah, like I can't really, and I think the draw there is that I like pushing story-based content with friends.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like I can't really just, like I've already uninstalled Overwatch and stuff. It is a fun game, but I can't just do the same couple levels over and over again. I like progressing as a team, and like especially leveling up, and as we're all getting into different stats and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I know Borderlands has always been like you could have your own custom tree and stuff.
Yeah. Kind of the appeal of like a Monster
It's like
Hunter
an MMO.
game.
Yeah, or Monster Hunter. Everyone's like, I'm the hammer guy. Like,
Yeah.
I like having stuff like that, making your own custom character, rather than like the Overwatch heroes again are cool, and I don't mean to draw contrast to the 2 games, but it's a different type. I don't like the competitive PvP stuff. I like cooperative PvE, player versus the environment.
Yeah, totally.
That's more my brand.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. Cool.
So that's all I'll say about WoW. I promise I'm going to play more games, but it's been rough playing a lot of WoW. It ate up a lot of time.
Yeah. I feel like the most on-brand thing that we could do this week is I played a lot of Pokemon and you played a lot of WoW, so I think we like fulfilled our duty.
Yeah, we stayed relevant, and now we've got how many? We got 3 more episodes left for this year.
Yeah, should we outline it? Like next week we're probably gonna just run through our our Gotties, our Goaties.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have like, we have something special planned for the episode after that. Should be pretty fun. And then we'll probably take a break.
Oh yeah, well, I guess we might do a little holiday break. Maybe we could do a special thing for the YouTube channel. Maybe like some Friday night. We could turn this Tiny Tina thing into an event.
Yeah, maybe we do that.
It'll be like the Game Guys Christmas special, and then we'll do it every year till our bones no longer allow us.
Yeah.
Oh,
until
Christmas,
we have carpal tunnel.
Yeah, Christmas Guys Advance. Christmas Guys Advance. Yeah,
Merry
Christmas is more an aesthetic. It's not a real holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Where can people find us? Oh, I usually do that. Oh, you can do it. Where do people find us?
I think on Twitter.
Yep.
Game Guys Advance.
That account's still there.
You can find me on Tumblr, richcrudell.tumblr.com.
Mm-hmm.
We have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, Game Guys Advance.
GGA.
I fixed the @ so it is at Game Guys Advance now.
Nice.
There's some numbers in it before.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. You can find me on Tumblr. Do you know my Tumblr name?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's out there. If you find anything with like Ichiban Kasuga, that's me. Thanks.
Yeah, I think you got it.